blessings.
You motherfucking cheater. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. I just want to say really quick, before we get started, Pierre was not in charge of buying beers this time, so we're back to stem cider. Nothing splooging in people's face.
This is a rent check. This check is all going to rent.
I'm just saying.
It's the first.
I can't deal with that. What was it? Colorado cider beer? Can't do it no more, homie. We've upgraded. We've gone back to stem cider. I've gone back to my, what is it?
To our roots.
Yeah, not to the roots. I think this is white people owned. I think if we went to Humex, it'd be to our roots. I don't know. Whatever. Hold on. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the What Can Go Wrong podcast. My name is Julie Jules Julia, that loud Mexican bitch.
Ghost Hunter.
Ghost Hunter and Gaslighter. Anyway, and to my right, I have
Prejudice Pierre. Now, hold up. Before I'm going to get into the story later. So when I say that, people already get some kind of way.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is good prejudice.
They're turning off the podcast as we speak.
Give me a chance. We'll get into it.
All right. I'm typically the villain. I'm the bad guy
Everybody
here.
knows.
I know. So don't be trying to take my fucking role.
You're coming down with me, bitch.
Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, we're here to talk about some additional outings that have happened recently. Our schedules have been booked and busy. Like, I feel like I don't have time to just lay in bed and watch TikTok. It just doesn't happen. So, recently we went to another Spanish comedy show. And this was on a Friday evening.
We had this planned for like a good month.
It was, yeah. It was on the calendar, and I was like, we're going. I specifically, as Pierre would say it, I specifically scheduled meetings to end early so that I could have time after work to like decompress and prepare for this outing. And I don't know what happened, but can you tell the listeners what happened when you walked into the house on Friday?
We had this plan all fucking month, right?
Yeah.
So I go to Jules' house, and this bitch is sleeping on the goddamn couch.
Yeah.
It's 6 o'clock.
Yeah. I was out. And I was just like, and I asked him, I said, Pierre, would you be upset if I bailed?
I said, I'm used to it. My dad bailed. My dad was the first bailer.
Yeah, he said, I live in the status of disappointment.
Yeah, you can't be disappointed if you always are.
Yeah, you just stay in disappointment land. And
I was like, what's new? What's new?
And I was like, no, it could be like date night for you and BJ. Like, I tried to change it up and hype it up to be something that it wasn't. And he did tell me, he was like, no, it'll be fine. And I was like, way to put the fucking guilt trip on.
And then immediately I was like, well, that could work too, because BJ never bought her ticket.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I had bought mine and your ticket, and she thought I was going to buy her ticket.
Yeah, because she thought she was family.
Nah, not yet, homie.
She was reminded real quick.
Not yet. But then Pierre comes back into my house like 30 minutes later with a shot and a beer. And he says, wake up, bitch, you going. And I'm like, what kind of beer is that? Cider. What kind of shot is that? Vodka. Let's go. Gives me that shit. I take it. And
Find the strength.
all of a sudden, I have energy.
Renewed. The
Yeah.
Lazarus pith.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Lazarus?
I don't know what that is.
Lazarus. It's like you go into it and you're rejuvenated.
I don't know. I didn't read the Bible.
Read the book. Read
Whatever.
the good book.
Anyway, so my energy comes back and I was like, let's go. Find my shoes, let's go. And we end up going.
Late.
Oh my God.
Because of you.
Whatever. But I think, I don't know if I had originally thought that BJ was coming all along. Like, I found out she was
I
coming.
think she thought she was coming all along.
Like, I don't know if she was part of our original plans to go, but she put herself in our plans. And I was like, all right, that's cool. BRDD, let's go. And so BJ gets us there, and we show up late. The host is already on stage talking, and we walk in.
Everybody turns around.
Everybody stops what they're doing, and they turn around, and we're like, fuck.
And it was weird, too, because it was like the venue was an open space, and it had a bunch of fucking windows.
Yeah.
Because I walked up drinking a beer, and I was like, oh, fuck, people are already looking at me.
Yeah.
And like you said, it was old Western. People all turn around. The comedian stops.
Yeah.
Some dude asked us, what's your name?
Yeah, they've never asked us for tickets. They're always like, "Oh,
They
we
listened
know
to
you."
the podcast. They were like,
Yeah.
we got to start checking tickets.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna stop buying tickets because you never check for them. Like, I'm gonna save me some money. I need to save coin here. And the guy was like checking our tickets. And I was like, hold up, homie. I did buy them. I was like, BJ, I hope you bought yours, homie, because I only bought mine and Pierre's.
Immediately, I was stressed the fuck out because I started looking around. I was like, what's the seating situation?
Yeah.
It didn't look good.
No, it was all full. There were not 3 seats next to each other.
Yeah.
There were random seats all over, and then this nice little guy goes up underneath the table, starts pulling chairs out from under the table, little folding chairs, and he was like, I got you. Sets 3 chairs next to each other, and I was like, all right, homie, all right. And I was like, all right, thank you, because I was stressing out too. I was like, where the fuck am I gonna sit? There's nothing in the front.
And I saw a dude in the back, so I asked the guy who's checking our tickets.
Yeah.
I wanted to practice my Spanish.
Yeah.
¿Dónde están las bebidas?
I
Or
thought
the
you
drinks?
said pistos. You didn't say that?
Bebidas.
Oh, you said bebidas. All right.
Mhm.
That's the
Formal.
proper way. Yeah, yeah.
Formal.
Yeah.
And he looked at me. He was like, there's a liquor store right next to us.
Ooh.
I was like, say less. I was like, Jules and BJ can figure out the seating situation. I was like, I'm going to go get beer. That's all I said, and I dipped the fuck out.
Yeah, I just see him walk back out the door, and I was like, hey, give me one too. I didn't know you were going to the liquor store. I thought you were going to get the beers that were in the car.
Oh.
And I was like, give me one too. And Pierre comes back with what?
A liquor store black bag. Everybody, when you see a black bag, either you're thinking it's porno or liquor.
Yeah.
But I got me a little 4-pack because I'm classy. I got you a 4-pack, and then I got some shooters.
Yeah.
And then when I came back in and I was about to open up the beer, I looked around. Nobody else had beers.
No. They had
I'm the only person with the black bag.
they only had a Gatorade jug full of water, and people were drinking water out of red Solo cups. That's what they had there. And us degenerate asses show up with a black porno bag full of beers. Here we go.
I opened them up quietly.
I didn't.
And I handed Jules a beer, and I handed you a shot, and you were disgusted by that.
It was hot. I can't take hot shots. I'm not 20 anymore. I mean, I'm not 21 anymore. I can't take a hot shot of vodka. It hurts my soul.
Disrespectful.
It hurts my soul. Anyway, Rebecca was hosting. We have talked.
Rebecca?
Rebecca Trejo, I think is her last name. She was up there, and she remembered me. She calls on us. She's like, who's been here before? I don't say nothing because I don't want to be that person. And she was like, you've been here before? She was like, yeah. She starts telling the crowd, can you explain to this all Spanish speaking crowd what a tampon shot is? And I'm like, yo tengo papeles. I have paper. So I start explaining it in English. I'm like, it's just a little plastic vial that we fill up with whatever kind of alcohol.
Casual as fuck.
Yeah. And I'm like, and then the container, the little plastic thing, it says tampons on it, but it's not really a tampon. And I was like, girl, I'm terrible at
It would
explaining.
have been better if you'd pulled one out.
Yeah. I didn't have to. First of all, I wasn't even going to go. So tampon shots were not in my head. And so, did she call you guys out?
No.
Okay. And she's hosting and she's talking and whatever. And then all of a sudden, from right behind me comes a voice. And this voice it took me back in time. Did you think the same thing?
Kinda.
Okay. So this voice, like this lady behind me, she says something. I don't remember what she says, but she's interrupting the comedian. And I turned to BJ. I'm like, that's La Señora. So we did an episode. I don't remember what
I think
episode
that's
it was.
where we first fell in love with Israel.
Yeah, I agree.
And that was the show where we fell in love with Israel.
Yeah. And it was this lady from El Salvador. And
How do you know that?
Because she said it.
Oh.
She was like, El Salvador. Because they asked, where are people from? And then she said something like to egg on the comedian to like start some shit. And then I turned to BJ immediately and I was like, that's La Señora. She goes, no. That's my book club friend. And I was like, oh, I thought that was the lady that had interrupted Israel and they had gone back and forth. And she was like, buy some shots for my friend. And it wasn't her.
It was a whole story because backstory. So BJ is in a Spanish book club.
Yeah.
And BJ was explaining that the comedy show is called Me Meo.
Right.
Like you pee, Me Meo. And the lady started burning BJ for how she was saying it. She was like, "Man, mayo? What's mayo?" And when BJ told me that was that chick, I was like, "Yeah, of course she's the one talking."
Yeah.
But I dug it. I was like, "Fuck yeah, man."
I was like, girl, you put a target on yourself. I'm not gonna save you. This what happens to you happens to you. You asked for this.
Fucking Susana.
Yeah. Oh yeah, her name was Susana.
Susana.
Susana from El
Raza.
Salvador. She was Susana la Salvadoreña. Is that who you said? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. All right. So then the comedy show begins. Who comes up first?
We have a love-hate relationship with Emma.
Emma the white girl.
She has a full name, but it's easier to remember as Emma the white girl.
Yeah. It's Emma Perkins, but we call her Emma the white girl.
So she comes on stage, and we've seen her a few times already.
Yeah.
And I want to say she had some new stuff, but maybe she's just honing her set. You know what I'm saying? But we've heard the jokes before.
Yeah, I prefer when
nice.
people try new shit. Like that's the way you grow. You can't be saying the same fucking jokes over and your Chipotle pregnant joke. Yeah, stool. The only joke, okay, this joke I will laugh at till the end of days is she says, I'll say it in English because I think most of our listeners are in English.
Yeah.
So she says, I've become a real sports fan. Like I am a complete fanatic of foosball because I love to manipulate little men.
And Jules dies. Nobody else is laughing. She was like, little man.
Yeah, I was dying.
Bitch.
Dying. And I was like, that's a good joke. Keep that joke, keep that joke going.
Stop the patriarchy.
And petrify the patriarchy. And so, but all of her jokes are pretty much the same. And then Susanna tells her, why don't you wrap that mic cord around your neck? That's what she tells her. She was like, what? And she was like, oh, and el pescuezo show. She puts it around her neck. And I was like, go girl. I would not have acknowledged the comment.
That's wild.
Yeah. Susanna
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Susanna
I
told
blocked
her.
that out there.
Susanna told her, she was like, why don't you wrap that mic cord around your neck? Because she had it above her shoulder.
Yeah.
As soon as she put it over her shoulder, she was like, nah, around your neck.
Savage.
Yeah, Susanna.
Finish the job, bitch.
Yeah, she's doing right.
I don't remember that.
She was like, I've been to Eagle Scouts. I know how to double knot, triple. I don't know what she said. Anyway, what else about Emma?
She has a nice smile.
I will give her props. She's no longer using the note cards. I will give her that.
I mean, she did stop to look at them.
Well, no, she just looked at her notebook on the chair.
Yeah, but she used to have them in her hand and then say them.
And she would read them off of there. So there's progress there. But I think the reason she doesn't use the note cards anymore is because she repeats the same fucking thing. She's memorized them. Girl, write some new material. I think that you can do better material. You can do new shit. It's okay. You can grow and develop. I think that they have workshops for that. I don't know.
Pay for that shit.
She white. She be all right. Anyway. Then who comes on next?
The white man.
How does he say his name? What's his name in English?
I have issue with this because I feel like it's cultural appropriation. He goes by the name Patricio.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's name is Patrick.
Yeah.
All right? And, he's down with Brown. He probably dating a Hispanic woman.
Yeah.
And that's why he goes by Patricio. But I was like, nothing about you says Patricio way.
Yeah. He says it, at least he doesn't say Patricio. He says it with, Patricio. So, I'll give him that. He came up with energy. I don't know why he adjusts his glasses so much. Go to the optometrist. They could fix it behind your ears and tighten the nose shit.
Came in like a straight white man.
Yeah.
Athletic golf shirt.
Yeah.
Shorts. And
Cargo
Birkenstocks.
shorts. Yeah.
Birkenstocks?
Birkenstocks, yeah. Or were they Crocs?
Oh, maybe they were Crocs.
I don't remember. I know
they were sandals. He didn't have socks on, which, that's super bad, but
yeah.
He was wearing sandals.
Yeah. I was like, all right, homie. And he had a joke that BJ felt some kind of way about, right?
Well, BJ's a social justice warrior, and she's always standing up for people. But he has, it's an explicit joke.
Yeah.
About fingering a chick on the dance floor.
Yes. Well, it was fingering the chick on the dance floor. You're right.
And it gets to the point where he has both fingers in both holes.
Right.
And he doesn't know the word for Chinese finger trap.
Right.
What is it?
Trampachina.
But the way he said it,
Yeah.
Trampachina.
Yeah. It was like some evil villain was saying.
BJ was absolutely not. That's what she leaned over. She was absolutely not. That's disgusting.
She was like, I don't think that that's what you're supposed to say. I don't think that's politically correct. Like, can somebody tell him?
He doubled down. He said it like 5 times.
He did. You know what I did respect of his show? It wasn't of him, but he part of his show, part of his set, he tells an audience member, when I point at you, you have to say yeehaw. So he tells this, I don't know where she's from, so I'm just gonna say this Latina. He says, hey, she's up front. He's like, when I point at you, say yeehaw. She, without missing a beat, she's like, nah.
No.
Yeah, and he's like, no, can you please? She was like, no, I'm not doing it. And he's like,
he guilts her into it.
He's like, come on, please, crowd, help me out. Like, he didn't know what to do. She was like, I'm not doing that.
No means yes.
Yeah, and I don't know why she didn't stand on business. I wouldn't have done it. But she didn't know how to say yeehaw. It was like a horse noise she was making.
It was funny.
It was funny. And I was like, girl, if you knew you were going to sound like that, you should have never said it. But whatever. She caved into the white man. And that upset me. I was like, you had the right answer to begin with. But anyway, she did give in. And then, what was the bathroom situation like for you?
Do you think it's weird that we always talk about the bathroom? I feel like we have to, though.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the venue was a pretty open space.
Right.
And the bathroom was pretty close to where everybody was sitting. Do you not?
I don't agree with that. I think that there were maybe 5
There was somebody
people.
always standing by the door.
Yeah, there were like 5 people that were right by the bathroom, but the majority of the crowd were to the left, in my opinion. In my sober opinion, I only had 3 beers. In my sober opinion, for what I remember, there were like 5 people that were a little too close to the bathroom for my comfort.
So I go to the bathroom, and it's spacious.
Yes.
It's not claustrophobic.
It's
I use
clean.
the bathroom, but like the whole time I'm using the bathroom, I'm like, people can hear me use the bathroom. People can hear me peeing.
I couldn't hear. I was close to the bathroom. I couldn't hear anything.
I piss loud.
I guess.
And I remember I was like, take extra time because people probably are listening to you wash your hands. You don't want people thinking you can't wash your hands.
Nobody
and they
cares.
did have good soap.
They did have good soap.
They had good soap.
They had actual hand soap that was made and dedicated for hands, unlike other places we've gone to. Dish soap at the barber shop or whatever.
I fucked up because the bathroom door was right next to everybody. So when you open the door, I didn't want the light to be distracting.
Yeah.
So I turned off the light before I opened the door. And I was like, oh, fuck, I can't find the door. So like I was reaching for it.
Oh, my God.
Finally, I found it. But I walked out and I felt like everybody knew what happened. They were like, oh, that dumbass turned off the light before you opened the door.
Did you realize that they had a sign that said you're not locked in? The handle to the door, you have to lift up instead of put down. They fucking installed the door handle wrong. I was
like, it's all right.
Yeah, they're like, just put a sign here. Because if you push it down and then push the door out, it doesn't open. And you have to lift the handle upward, then push the door out for the thing to engage proper. I was like, can somebody fix this fucking door?
Only a woman would say that. Dude, I'm like, yeah, sure. Fucking lift it up.
No, like, you should, first of all, you should have installed it right. When you realize that it was wrong, take the additional 5 minutes to uninstall and reinstall.
No.
You fucked up, homie.
I would have done the same thing.
I did appreciate the cleanliness of the restroom. It was nice. They had nice decor. It was a good bathroom. It was a good bathroom. Anyway, then comes on another comedian that we like. But before we get into her segment, because Pierre has some opinions.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he has a drinking problem and needs a new beer.
No.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, you have some opinions about this next comedian. Anyway, before we get into that, we're going to take a quick commercial break to refill our beers. We'll be right back, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah. Suck on that, homie.
I wanted to go into the abyss. You
I don't
fucked
care.
it up.
You cheated me out of the fucking crack last time. You went too soon. Hold on, guys. Stem cider, man. That's where it's at. Or I think it's just called Stem, and it's cider beer. Whatever, homie. Anyway, before we went out to commercial break, we were talking about the comedians at the Spanish comedy show. And the next one was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah. Refreshing. This comedian's name is... Fuck, how do I say it in an accent?
I don't know.
I don't know if I can say it.
Just say it the way you say it. From your heart, homie.
Miriam.
Miriam. I don't know what her last name is, but she, go follow her on Instagram. What's her handle?
Catholic Guilt.
Catholic Guilt. I thought that was hilarious.
Automatically, I was like, that's trauma. Trauma's behind that
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah. She starts off talking about her grandma died, and then all of her family members started fighting over the land in Mexico, los terrenos. And we've gone through that recently, and it hit home. It hit home real funny, in a funny way. And I was like, oh my God. And she was just talking about how like shady people get whenever death happens in the family and there's like land involved. And she was like, and the land ain't shit. It's like a little square piece of...
I think it's a 1-bedroom, no bathroom.
Yeah.
It hit close to home, but it was very refreshing because I don't like to judge.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's first generation.
Yes.
But she grew up with the same trauma.
Yeah.
Like her mom probably came over here.
Yes.
I don't know if it was legally or not.
Yeah.
But instilled anxiety in her.
Yeah.
That Catholic guilt, as her handle says. She, like you said, it was very refreshing. I was like, fuck, man, I feel like she's from Denver.
Yes.
I fucked with it heavily.
She has a podcast, and we're not podcast haters here. We promote other podcasts.
We're haters.
Jules is a hater. Okay, let's
rewind that shit.
Jules with the big shoulders is a bit of a hater, but I'm not a podcast hater.
Yeah.
What's her podcast name?
I don't know if it's a podcast, but it's a show called Good Night Denver.
Yes.
All things Denver.
Yeah. There was like some dentist that like got convicted for doing some illegal shit. Like,
well, he killed his wife.
I don't know. Whatever. It happened here in Denver.
Poisoned. But it's like sketch comedy.
Yeah.
But it was refreshing because a lot of times we go to like these quote unquote smaller comedy shows.
Yes.
And it's not very good. She proved us wrong.
Yeah. I was happy that it wasn't like, lloran mis muñecas, lloran. You know that song? It's like my wrist. No, that's Gloria Trevi. She talks about her wrist are crying because she slits her wrist.
Oh.
Yeah. It wasn't that vibe. She was funny as fuck. And I was like, all right, bitch, all right. So
I could see the trauma.
Yeah.
I was like, your mom talks shit about you.
Yeah.
Your mom gave you body issues.
Yeah, yeah.
I dig it.
Pendeja!
I also was like 3 beers in, 2 shots.
Yeah.
But she was very funny.
Yeah.
I want to see one of her shows.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're going to try to see more of her comedy. Pierre ended up talking to her at the end of the show. But we're going to get into the end of the show in a second.
Yeah.
So then, Pierre like a dummy. When I walked in, I noticed exactly where Israel was sitting. Oh, this is... so Rebecca and Israel are like partners and they do a lot of shows together. And so I was like, where's my homeboy? I got to talk shit to him about his Boondock show. And I scanned the crowd and immediately saw where he was sitting. He was sitting in the back. In the back. In the
corner.
bleachers. Yeah. And I was like, all right, homie, I spot you. I'm going to talk to you. And Pierre didn't realize that Israel was there until when?
It was like the 3rd time I went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I like walked by. I was like, oh shit, that's Israel.
Yeah.
So I went to my little black bag, my black liquor bag.
Porno bag.
And I was like, you know what? He would appreciate this shot.
Yeah.
So I dip into the bag, I grab a shot and a beer, and I walk back to him. And I feel like this was during the break.
Yeah.
This is after Miriam got off stage, right? So I walk up to Israel, and there was another comedian. It was the white boy.
Yeah. Patricio.
Yeah. Was sitting right next to him. And I looked at him. I was like, it looked like he didn't want to make eye contact with me, like he didn't know me.
Who? Israel or Patricio?
Israel.
No,
until I showed him the shot.
He's like, I owe you an apology, and I can't apologize in front of these people.
So I leaned over. I was like, yo, here, this is for you, bud. Here you go.
Yeah.
I gave him the shot, and then he was like, didn't even look at it. He just grabs it, and he was like, oh, thank you. I was like, the beer's for you, too.
Yeah.
And when someone hands you a shot, it's not for later.
No, it's for
right fucking now.
Do it in front of my face. I want to see the look on your face as that alcohol coats your esophagus.
And after I handed him the drink, I look at Patricio because he's
Yeah.
sitting right next to him, and he thought I had something for him. I was like, "No, bro, we're not there yet.
None for you.
None for you."
Chinese finger trap, none for you.
So I open up my shot, and I'm trying to be quiet because there's a
Yeah.
wrapper on it,
Yeah.
and I don't give a fuck. I do the shot.
Yeah.
Israel doesn't do the shot, doesn't cheers me. It's okay. I'm not gonna hold it against Israel for not doing that shot. Maybe
I'll hold it against him.
he wanted it for later.
No. I think that's disrespectful. I don't think you've earned that shot. You owe us an apology, Israel. He did give us an apology. Okay. I'm gonna take that one back. How the fuck somebody hands you a free alcoholic beverage and you don't take it in front of them?
I don't mean to be cheap, but it was a Don Julio Blanco shot. That was a $6 shot.
Yeah. That's terrible.
So,
Why'd you give me a Tito's and not the fucking Don Julio?
because you were drinking vodka, bitch.
That don't matter. All right, whatever.
So, on my way back to the chair, so I
Yeah.
do the shot and I drink the beer.
Yeah.
And there's a trash can in the corner, so I walk over to the trash can.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm going to just drop it in. It's not going to be a thing.
Yeah.
It's the loudest fucking noise of my life.
Yeah.
Everybody turns around and looks at me.
That trash can was empty.
Empty as fuck.
You should have known. There was Hispanics everywhere. You know it's gonna be clean. It was loud. You did interrupt the show. They were like, "What the fuck?" They thought it was a bomb.
So then, made everybody look at me.
Yeah.
I try to go back to my seat.
You make it awkward.
And this is when Raquel is on stage.
Right. I think she's Venezuelan.
She's something.
Yeah, she is
Not
something.
American, I'll tell you
she's
that.
a real something. Real something.
And immediately, I lean over to BJ because it's me, BJ, you, because I got to keep distance between us.
Yeah.
And I lean over to BJ. I was like, look, she's wearing the same shoes as Jules.
I had all silver glitter shoes on at the moment.
BJ loud as fuck. She was like, I already said that.
Yeah. So BJ turns to me. She goes, "Do you know she's wearing the same shoes as you?" She lifts up my pants to make sure that the glitter goes all the way to the back of the shoe.
It was
She's
a
like,
sale at Ross, man.
and she goes, "Yup, Debs is the same." And I was like, "Okay, these are little girl shoes. I fit in little girl shoe sizes." And I was like, "No, don't call attention to it, because then it's gonna be like, you bought these $20 shoes at Target in the little girl
Fucking
section."
biter.
Yeah.
Biter. So I finally sit down, and that's when I start listening to it. And this was already probably like 5 minutes into her set.
Probably like 7.
How do you feel? I'll let you go first. So it makes me seem better.
Okay. I think that she's long-winded as fuck. Like, you gave too many details. You talked too fast. You went through your stories, but your timing was not good. I'm talking to her right now as if she's listening to the podcast. So she just shut the fuck up, girl. You talk too goddamn much. That's really what it was. Your set was way too long. They hit you with the light. You kept it going. I understood 50% of the shit that she said because she's from Venezuela and she was talking fast as fuck with her hands, and like then she was pretending to do the Spanish accent and didn't do it right. And she was like, I don't like how paisas talk. And I was like, me either, bitch. Like, okay. I did not enjoy her set. I thought that like she went up with glitter shoes, and I thought that she was going to be better than she was. I had to keep drinking. I was pounding my beer to make it through her set. She's one of those pretty privileged. That's all I'm going to say. I think that she got on there because she's pretty. That's all. She sweet talked her way into it. Like, oh, look at me. I don't think she was good. I don't. She would have to pay me a lot of money to watch her again. I just couldn't. I'm not hating.
All right. I hated her hair, her comedy, her shoes, but I don't hate her. So now that we know how Jules feels,
Yeah.
I felt so people give him pity laughs.
Yes. You're not going to get that from me, homie.
She did have a few good jokes, but I felt like, all right, next.
Yeah. I was like, all right, let's go. When they hit her with the light, I was like, thank God. She went on for like another 4 or 5 minutes after they hit her with the light.
You pulled out your phone and be like, yo, do you see the light? Look, this is the light.
Yeah, this is the light. And I was just like, that's disrespectful, number one. As a comedian, this isn't your show. And when they hit you with the light, say, all right, guys, it's been a pleasure. Have a great fucking night. I'm sorry I didn't bring a porn bag full of beers, but thank you for clapping. That's what you say. You get the fuck off the stage.
So finally she got off stage.
Yeah, thank God.
And then
Rebecca comes back on to close the show.
Comes back on stage.
Israel didn't come on. I was like, I gave him shit for not. I was like, you should have fucking like taken Raquel's spot, but whatever. Okay, go ahead.
So Rebecca comes on stage and she's closing it out, and she's having to, she's doing good. And the nerd in me came out.
Yeah.
Because she's talking to people about sticking a finger in their ass.
Yeah.
Like relationships.
Yeah.
But she calls them out. It was funny.
It was funny. She was like, hey, you Iron Man. And we're looking around. Where the fuck is Iron Man? And then I saw the captain, and I said, girl, everybody's like, you mean Captain America?
Boo.
Yeah. And she was like, it's the same shit. No, it's not. Aren't they different, like, universes or whatever?
No, it's the same universe.
I don't know.
Different character.
Whatever.
So she finished out, and she did, even though I've seen the chicken nugget joke a few times, it's still funny.
It is funny.
I still fuck with it.
Yeah.
I want to look at that picture, because she always brings out, like, it's like kindergarten.
It's laminated.
Yeah, I want to see that shit where she talks about her daughter.
Yeah.
It was funny.
So the show ends, and I immediately got to give Israel shit. And I was like, homie, your Boondock show, why the fuck didn't you go up and perform? And why didn't we get beers? And he's like apologizing and all this shit. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Loud as fuck. People are moving away from you.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm sorry, for the next show I got your tickets. I was like, no. Buy my beers. That's the expensive shit. I don't go to a show and drink less than 5 drinks. Buy my drinks, homie. I got my own tickets. And he was like, no, just tickets. I can handle tickets.
You're giving him so much shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buffer it.
Yeah.
And BJ's right next to me, and you hold him hostage.
I do. Sure to fuck
for like a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
People are moving chairs.
Yes.
Stacking chairs, and you're still talking shit to him.
Yes, I am.
I was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. I come back, and I was like, I really enjoyed Miriam's set. I want to say hello to her.
Right. Let her know that her trauma is our trauma.
It's always weird when you talk to people, because like I don't want to seem like a fangirl, but I also want to let them know, like, yo, man, your shit was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is my white girlfriend.
No, that's your partner. We're going to talk about partners in a minute.
So I walk up to her, I'm giving her props. I was like, yo, your fucking joke was hilarious. We really dig it. I was like, I can see the trauma. If you ever need help, go into my wallet. I was like, here, call this number if you ever need help. And then she turned me on to her set, Good Night Denver.
Yeah.
I was like, I can support this. Yeah. Gente, Denver.
Yeah.
You feel good. I feel like you and Jules, you guys would get along.
We will knock down every fucking man we need to.
But the whole time I was doing that, you were holding Israel hostage.
Absolutely. And I told, he was like, oh, do you want some stickers to make up for it? And I was like, homie, I got stickers too. So I pull out stickers, and he was like, and he pulls out his stickers. I give him like 5, right? And I'm like, here you go, homie. And he's like, here, pick one. And I said, I gave you 5 stickers. I take
You're
5 of
over
his.
stickers.
Sure the fuck do, homie. I said, nah, I gave you 5. So I take 5 stickers. I'm like, it's fair. So, and then I look at him, and I'm like, is this supposed to be you? Who did the art design? I said, at least on our stickers, we look like the characters. And he's like, no, these are kind of old. I was like, you give me old stickers? I was like, nah, give me a hat. Give me a hat. Yeah.
Give me the hat you're wearing.
Yeah. And he was like, well, I could sell you the hat. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I was like, you owe me an apology. You, Boondocks, remember you left those fucked up. I had to deal with those bartenders. Nah.
And you talked him into coming back on the podcast.
He wants to come back.
Allegedly, he's coming back.
He's like, I don't know when. We'll see when. Because, we got a lot of things to do. Anyway. All right, so we're going to move on to the next segment. Our next outing. Our next story. But I first want to start off with a poll. Listeners, can you guys tell us, is a gender reveal the same as a baby shower? What are your thoughts?
They're the exact same fucking thing.
I fucking agree. You best not do both.
Can't do two.
You can't do a gender reveal and then a couple months later do
That's
a baby
greedy.
shower. I'm
That's
not doing
greedy.
it. You get one or the other, but I'm going to treat them the same. So we were invited to our nephew's gender reveal. Está bien, you identify, I respect your pronouns. Gender reveals are so fucking gay. Whatever.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing. I'm just saying. Que la madre. We don't do this shit in Mexico, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
When's the last time you've been to Mexico, bitch?
I think I was like 16. It's
Yeah.
been a minute. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So our nephew Gabe is having a baby. And he's like, Tia, can you do the games?
Which I thought was funny. He was like, you're drunk all the time. You seem fun.
Yeah.
Do the games.
Yeah. For my girl's
For
conservative family.
She's not conservative.
Her family is conservative. Did you see the looks? Like, I'm not going to talk about the looks. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so he tells me, can you plan the games? And so with the games come the prizes, right? It's like a baby shower. So Pierre randomly sends me a TikTok, and I don't always open up the TikToks, but he sends it to me, and it's two dudes doing a wig snatch game. So they're both wearing wigs, and the object of the game, or what you're trying to fucking do, is whoever takes the first person's wig off wins. And so the TikTok is funny, right? It's two dudes and they're trying to fuck, and it's funny. So I was like, yo, wouldn't that be a great fucking baby shower game or gender reveal game? So I buy a pink wig and a blue wig, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this shit.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, it worked out well. And so I overcommitted. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
A little bit.
A lot of bit. I was in charge of, number one, I gotta give them a gift, right? We're going to a gender reveal, so I gotta do a gift. That's immediate.
Yeah.
And then I had to do the games. I couldn't just do 1 or 2 games. I did like 6 games. And then I have to do the prizes for all the games.
You did 3 games, bitch.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
It was...
I'll shut up.
I'm gonna fucking tell you what fucking games do. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I overcommitted. I woke up late on Saturday, and it was go, go, go from the moment I woke up.
The party was at 5. You woke up at 12.
I did.
And you were like, now I got to do everything.
Yes. I did nothing before. Okay, I ordered the games, but I didn't open up the boxes. I decided that I was going to make 8 different onesies with different phrases. The onesies came in. And then, in the middle of all of this shit, I'm like, I could add to my list. I added 3 shirts to this to-do list.
Case in point.
Oh, yeah.
Dead Dad Club.
What did you hear today? What is it about?
Oh, my dad died, and so now I'm in this club. Your dad has to be dead to be in this club.
Yeah, if your daddy ain't dead, don't try to get in this club.
I just want to reiterate.
Yeah.
You're in charge of all the fucking games.
Yes.
And the prizes.
Yes.
And you just printed out 8 onesies,
Yes.
and you're like, let me make a shirt for Pierre.
Yes. 3 shirts. I had to make one for Gabe, one for me, and one for you. I overcommitted. I'm not gonna lie. I hadn't done anything. And I knew what the prizes were gonna be.
Alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol and scratch-offs. And I didn't have gas in my car. All of this in 5 hours. And I wasn't ready. And I was like, I got this. I've worked. Motherfucker. I took an Adderall and drank a whole pot of coffee. I have a whole ass Chinese sweatshop in my living room. I can say that because my eyes are slanted. And I'm making these fucking onesies as hot as fuck. I'm printing the vinyl. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. My phone's going off. Where you at, homie? Can you pick? And then I get a fucking text message. Can you pick up your sister? No! I don't have the dime! And so, it's fine. It's fine. I end up going to the gas station, to the liquor store, to 7-Eleven. I make all the fucking onesies. And what else did I do?
The shirts.
Oh, I made all the fucking shirts. And guess how late I was to the party?
An hour.
13 motherfucking minutes.
But you didn't do everything by yourself. You guilt tripped.
Hold up, homie. You're right. I did ask one favor, okay? I didn't have enough time to get ready, like my hair, get fucking dressed, and wrap the presents, the prizes. So I call on the one person that lives next door that I've done countless favors for. And I'm like,
Name one.
The one time. How many countless favors do I do?
Name one.
How many eggs have you taken from my house?
That's me. That's not her.
How many times have I done her hair?
Okay.
How many times have I gone to her
I said,
power
bitch,
lifting
okay.
competition?
I said, okay, bitch.
Okay. I've done countless favors for these people. And I'm like, yo, can you do me a favor? Can you please? I've already bought everything. I just need you to wrap the prizes in these boxes.
At 4 o'clock. The party's at 5.
Yes. I have to leave at 4:30.
Me and my queen are getting ready.
She's not. She's reading a book on the couch.
It's an important book.
Whatever. Go ahead.
Jules comes in
like a tornado
with boxes and bottles and tape.
Yes.
And wrapping paper.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And I'm like, yo. I'm like, here's the 4 boxes. Here's the bottles. Just put the bottles, tape them down on the box, and wrap them. And she's like, and I said, I'll be back in 15 minutes. She said, nah. This will take a minimum of 1 hour to wrap 4 boxes? What the fuck?
She's trying to get out of it.
I said, you know what? Whatever you don't do, I will be disappointed. I'll come back and do it myself.
Threaten her.
I just said I'll come back and do it myself, homie. 4 boxes? 1 hour? Shut the fuck. 1 hour? All the favors I've done for you. What are you going to do with the 4 boxes? Tape the box, wrap it, homie. Anyway, I come back 15 minutes later. 2 boxes are wrapped.
Well, BJ made me help.
Oh, you helped?
Yeah, I had to make the boxes.
Oh, she never said that.
Yeah, I had to make the boxes.
Oh, my God.
She was like, hey, what do you think you're doing?
Your sister's coming back in 15 minutes. You need to make these. That bitch is scary.
She was like, I don't have time for this. Make the boxes.
Oh, my God. 1 hour. I couldn't believe. I said, bitch, don't. I'll be back. I just got to do my hair and put a fucking dress on. I'll be right back.
I make the boxes and we run out of tape.
Yeah.
She was like, well, figure it the fuck out. I was like, when did you become my sister? like, what?
Make some tape, homie. Make some tape. Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
Anyway. All right, hold on. Before we move on to the next story, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Hey.
No, hold up, homie. We'll be right back, guys.
Pass.
Hey. Whatever.
Blessings.
I think I did that too fast. What it did is splooge. That was my bad. It's condensation. It's fine. Hold on.
You wear different pants.
What's wrong with my pants, homie? They let air into my legs. It's summertime. Don't worry about it.
All right, where were we at?
I know somebody who likes it. All right. So we were talking about BJ and her trying to say that it was going to take an hour.
You guilt tripping my partner into doing your job that you signed up for. She did it.
I had to help her. And then she's like, oh, you didn't give me enough wrapping paper. You didn't plan for it, homie? Whatever.
Make it enough.
Yeah. I was like, girl, you be all right. I had to help her wrap the last one. So she only did 3 of the 4. So I don't really feel that we're square or that we're even on the favor scale. Okay?
So you had to leave a little bit before us because you had to set up the party.
Yes.
And this is the part where our sister was like, I need a ride.
Right.
Which is, that's cool. It's
that's
whatever.
Fine. Yeah.
But Jules is like, you got to do it.
Yeah. I didn't have time. I left at like 4:45. I was supposed to be there at 5 o'clock, and the drive was 19 minutes.
I was planning on leaving my house at 5 o'clock.
It's not my fault. You did leave at 5.
I did.
Yeah.
So it's no problem. I pick up our sister in your car.
Yes.
And this is where it starts.
Okay.
Because, I don't really spend too much time with our older sister.
Right.
It's mostly you, bitch.
Yes.
So sometimes I forget.
Yeah, you can't talk to people the way you talk to me.
So she pulls up in the car. She has her 2 kids with her. And I'm trying to figure out the navigation. Right. I always forget that my phone, for some reason, doesn't like your fucking car.
It doesn't. It doesn't connect right, yeah.
So I tell BJ, I was like, you're going to have to be navigator.
You're co-pilot. You're sitting in the front. You have privileges. The air comes directly to your face, so you have the responsibility of telling me when to take the next exit.
Our older sister was like, I got this. Just go. I know exactly where we're going. And I was like,
she's never been there before.
Just wait.
Okay.
So the navigation tells us to take the very first right. We're leaving the house.
Right.
And I know that the very first right, it doesn't lead out.
Right.
You got to go to the second one.
You got to go to the stop sign.
BJ's like, take this one. I was like, baby, it doesn't lead out.
No.
It's gonna be. And Dulce immediately was like, yeah, it doesn't go out. I was like, oh, thank you. We're in agreement now. All right, cool. It's going to be good.
This is the first time that Pierre has some backup.
So we finally get out to the main street.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out the directions.
Right.
And BJ's telling me, and our sister was like, don't take Highway 36.
Right.
Take Highway 76.
76.
I know exactly where it's at.
I took Highway 76, so I don't constantly agree with my older sister, but in this moment, in the statement that she just made, I took 76, so I would say yes. You take 76.
I told her, I think I'm going to agree with my phone. I'm going to follow my phone.
Oh, no.
I go with AI.
Yeah.
So we jump on the fucking highway, and I told...
On 36.
Yeah, and I told BJ, I was like, please tell me the turn before we get there.
Yeah. Like
don't tell me when we're fucking past it.
I need to know at least 1 mile ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we make a turn, this is going to be your next turn.
Yeah.
At this point, our older sister was like, oh, yeah, I know exactly the way. One of my friends lives out there. And I was like, which friend?
What friend? What friend? You got kids. You're not allowed
I
to
wish
have
I
friends.
could remember the fucking name she gave me, but it sounded like a made-up name.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, you don't know nobody who lives out here. She was like, this is the way. I was like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't trust you. I was like, BJ, tell me the way. The whole fucking way we're going.
It's a loop around.
No, our sister is like, make this turn. I was like, look at the directions are right here.
Yeah.
So BJ tells me where to turn, and then in the back seat, our sister was like, yeah, make that turn.
Who was saying it first? BJ?
BJ would say it, and then our sister would say it.
She would co-sign. Okay.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, which highway am I going to get on?
76.
BJ was a little slow. She'd look at the phone, and she's like, you're going to get on.
She's zooming in, trying to figure it out. Yeah.
And our sister would tell us.
Yeah.
She was like, you can take this one. I was like, shut the fuck up. And then BJ would say, yeah, you're going to take this one. It made me even more mad that she was right.
But she's right. Yeah.
We make the fucking turn. We're finally pulling up. And it's kind of like it's Commerce City. It's like warehouse district.
It's very like industrial.
Yeah. So we finally get off the highway and I'm in the turn lane.
Yeah.
Our sister was like, yeah, you're going to want to make a turn, but don't stay in your left. You're going to stay in your left-right.
Oh, because you have to make a right. Yeah.
But I understood it.
Yeah.
And BJ was like, what does that mean? I was like, oh, I got to explain everything to you.
I got to tell you about my dead dad club, and then I got to tell you about the left, or the right.
Finally, we're getting onto the main street where the house is at.
Yeah.
And as we're going down, I'm like, what's the address? I don't fucking know the address. I was like, BJ, roll down your window and try to find it.
Yeah.
We finally see it, and I was like, nah, there's too many cars up here. Let me go up the street and bust a U-turn.
Oh, my God.
As we go up, I see a school. And so, my niece and nephew are in the back. I was like, oh, that's a really cool playground. You got to be careful because bullies like to be at the playground.
Yeah.
Our sister immediately was like, yeah, a little girl got hit and killed here last week, so you guys got to be careful. I was like, bitch.
Why are you
Bitch.
We're about to go to a gender reveal party. You got your kid. Why are you bringing it down, homie?
So
Debbie
finally,
Downer.
So we bust a U-turn. I see the house, and I like to park a little bit of ways. Because
my car... Almost a whole block away.
But my car was totaled the last time I went to a party, so I like to go up a little far.
Yeah.
So we drop the kids off, and then we park up the street, and then we get out, and I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for this party.
Right.
We walk up. What happens? Well,
I was already
before
there.
Me.
I got there, and there were 4 people there. I get introduced to the pregnant girl's mom, and I was like, I'm sorry. I'm going to pre-apologize for anything that I say or do in your home. It's not intentional. This is just how I am. And I'm like, I'm his aunt. I'm his aunt. And she's like, okay, Mucho gusto. I was like, I gotta get these wigs out, homie.
She was like, most people start off with their name.
Yeah. And so I get there and I'm putting, because another one of the games was, there was a plastic box with ping pong balls in it, and it had 3 holes and a belt.
The twerk game.
The twerk game, right? They put it around their waist, and the goal of the game is to get all the ping pong balls out first. So I'm making the ping pong balls even. I'm putting them all where I think it was like 9 or 10 balls in each of the fucking little six containers, and they have stoppers so that the balls don't fall out. So I'm putting the stoppers in, I'm putting the belts on, and everybody's looking at me like, what is this girl doing? I'm getting the wigs out. I got necklaces, because if you say the word baby, they take your necklace. I got the diaper raffle going. I got the bottles for the beer truck going. Like, I'm setting everything up. And they're like, and I'm like, I know the party's supposed to start at 5. I should have been here at 4:30, but that's not me.
We're always late. We're always fucking late.
I was like, that's not me. So I'm setting up, and everybody's like, what are these why does she got wigs out here? And I was like, don't worry about it. So I was like, all right, I set everything up. Everything was as much as I could set it up. And there were enough people there. And Pierre starts texting me, are you going to do the games yet? What's up with the games? And I'm like, all right. So I start off with the wig snatching game. And I'm like, all right, whoever wants to go first, we're playing the wig snatching game. There's a pink wig and a blue wig. The goal is to take the other person's wig off first. I don't remember who goes up first. Who goes up first? Do you remember?
I think it was Gabe and Zeke.
Oh, yeah. It was the daddy
rivalry.
His brother. Yeah, his older brother. It was the daddy and his older brother, who's also having a baby in January. And they put the wigs on, and it was on. All fucking bets were off. And so they're like twirling their hair, and they're like, no. I don't know who wins. I think Zeke lost. I think the older brother lost. And so then it's the sister and the cousin.
Yeah, people were in line for that fucking game. It's like old rivalries. They're like, yeah, you remember that time you stole $20, bitch? Yeah. We're going to settle it now.
Come up here now. And the whole gender reveal, all the attendees were captivated. There was no side table chatter. Everybody was standing up watching the wig snatching it. It was a motherfucking hit. It was
a good one.
I saw people doing side bets.
I came up with that game.
Like craps. Like the blue's gonna take the pink. It was a fucking hit. And the prizes were $5 scratch off tickets. So you could have become a millionaire at this fucking gender reveal because of me. I think we did like 5 rounds.
It was fun.
Juice, can I just say, Juice put on his wig like a motherfucking
He did it too good. He did too good.
Like a drag queen. He flipped it down, put his head down, and then flipped it over his head. I said, brother, where did you learn that? Oh, that's how I seen people. What people have you seen wear wigs? You are married to a Mexican woman who doesn't wear wigs.
He knows. He reads books.
I don't know. He did it too good. And then comes the twerk-off game. It was a little painful.
Yeah, the ping pong balls.
Yeah, the ping pong balls in the box that you put above your butt. It was a little painful because people didn't want to participate.
Yeah, you had to drag people on stage.
Yes. And it was funny because somebody was like, yo, that belt is not going to wrap around my waist. But that bitch puts it like under her boobs and scoots it down. She was like, it fits around my waist now. I was like, all right, homie, whatever works. But the funny part about that was I had the stoppers in the boxes. I had nothing less than 5 people approach me and tell me, Jules, how are the balls going to come out if there's stoppers in the holes? You stupid son of a bitch.
That sounds like our family.
I'm like, I know. I put the stoppers there so that they can maneuver the box, put it on, and not have the balls come out. Once the box is around your waist, I will pop the stoppers out. I swear.
But those plugs are still in there.
Yes, everybody was. How are the balls gonna come out? You have these stoppers. I was so irritated. I was like, bitch, I am the gamekeeper. Shut the fuck up. So then I tell everybody, I'm like, all right, the person in front of you, have them turn around so you can pop.
Take them out.
Pop the poppers out. It's like a train. I'm like, we're pulling a train here. All the guys are like laughing, and I'm like, I'm pulling. I can't get the stoppers. I was like, I need a knife. The girl's mom pops out a knife, and I was like, all right, I got these motherfuckers out.
It's like dealing with kids.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And then I tell the pregnant woman, I was like, put some twerk music on. And she delivers. I don't remember what song she is like.
Oh, John.
I don't remember what song she plays, but it was hilarious. And the twerk game commences. It was guys, girls, it didn't matter.
Our niece won.
What did you think of the game? What did you think of the game?
I knew my niece was going to win.
Yeah.
And when BJ was like, why do you pick her? I was like, because she was coming to the bar before she was 21. Yes. I used to let her in the bar before she was... She's going to fucking twerk. She ends up winning.
Her brother is in second place.
Yeah. She won.
I was like, why your hips move like that, homie?
At this part, I'll be real quick.
Yeah.
This is where the prejudice Pierre comes in.
Okay.
Because it was all family, but it was also Rosario's friends.
Yes.
It was all these Edgars, these young-ass motherfuckers, and just being older.
Yeah.
When I see young people, I don't like them.
No.
I don't know. I don't need to know anything about them, but I was like, yeah, I don't like you motherfuckers.
Yeah. You got youth on your side? Get the fuck out of here, homie.
Fuck
You
that shit.
You got a full head of hair? I'm not about you.
I don't like that shit.
Then comes the next game.
The necklace.
No. The beer in the bottles.
Oh, I left. I left from this part.
I had six baby bottles lined up, and I tell the guys, I'm like, I need you to fill these up 3/4 of the way with beers. They're like, I failed math. I don't know how much 3/4 of the way is.
3/4 from the top or the bottom?
Yes. And I was like, bro. And then they're like waiting for the foam to come down. I was like, just get the other bottle and start that one. It was a lot. But who wins that? And then I told them, because this is a chugging game. So we put Modelo in 6 bottles, and we had 6 participants. And I said, whoever drinks the beer the fastest wins.
But you can't rip the nipple.
You can't bite the nipple. I said, if you win, I'm inspecting the nipple. If there's a bite there, you've lost. And who wins?
B-Dog.
Bruno. We've talked about her. Bruno.
She's in it to win it.
Yeah. She was so about winning. She had the bottle in her hand. She was squeezing it with both hands. The beer was squirting out of the seams, like where the lid connects to the bottle. It was dripping all over her.
Those man hands.
And I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, I got it. She ends up winning. She did great. I mean, you do what you got to do to win. I'm not mad at her.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. And all these guys were like, oh, don't fucking drink out of both. I was like, get the fuck out of here, homie. Anyway, then the necklace. We're on to the necklace. What happened?
So at the beginning of the event, when you first walked in, you had to drop off your diapers or your wipes, which some people, these young motherfuckers didn't bring shit.
Yeah. No, but this wasn't about the diaper or the wipes. Oh, okay.
I had to say that.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah. How come you gonna get invited to a gender reveal and you don't bring a gift? Okay.
So at this point, you had to pick whether or not you thought it was going to be a girl or a boy. I just wanted the baby to be healthy.
Yeah.
But you'd get a pacifier on like a little string. And if you said the word baby, it got taken away from you. Just like Spondoos.
Yes. If somebody caught you using the word baby, they would take your necklace. And the goal of the game was catch as many people saying baby so you had the most necklaces.
And somewhere through the party, the necklaces went missing.
They did go fucking missing.
And we're at the registration table trying to figure out what happened to them.
I'm looking through the boxes. I'm like, what happened? I left them here.
And BJ points to our brother, Joseph, and he's like, I remember leaving them at his table. I was like, yo, yeah, Joe stole them.
Yeah.
Fucking around.
Yes.
And Joe was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I had to leave. He pulls all of them. I was like,
handful.
I was fucking around. It takes us a good 5 minutes to untangle these fucking things to hand them out to people.
Yeah.
Finally, we get it. I wanted to just cut the fucking things.
Yeah.
But
Pierre pulls out his pocket knife. He was like, look, brother, just cut it right now.
Cut it.
Yeah.
And finally, we untangle them. And Jules hands them out to everybody because not everybody got one.
Right.
Because fucking Joe stole them.
He stole them all.
We hand them out to everybody at the same time you're handing off the scratch tickets.
Oh yeah, we had like scratch off tickets. If you scratch off the diaper and there was a poop in there, you would win a prize. Yeah, and there were 5 winners in there.
So we finally hand them all out.
Yeah.
And then Jules gets on stage, which she doesn't like doing.
I hate it.
And she was like, all right, who has the most necklaces?
Yeah.
This is where the drama starts.
And so I hear 4. I got 4 necklaces. I said, all right, anybody have more than 4? I got 4 too. And I said, okay, if there are 2 people with 4, we're going to rock, paper, scissors, and that's it. One and done. And then Bruno says, I miscounted. I had 5. I'm sorry. And I said, all right, you win. And then from the back of the room, I got 5 too. I got 5 too. And I'm like, all right, we're going to rock, paper, scissors. We got 2. No. From the left side of the room, I got 6. Where the fuck did you come from, homie? I said, all right, we got a 6. They're going to win. No. I got 7 from the back of the room. And I was like, you guys are cheaters. In my head, all they were doing was whatever little congregation they were in, they were taking off their necklaces and had to get to the one dedicated person. They're like, we're going to win as a group.
All right, can I be honest?
What?
I was in on that. So our nephew's girlfriend,
Yeah.
Ava, had some, and I was like, she was like, can I have yours? I was like, all right, baby. I gave her mine, and then BJ gave her hers. We were part of that shit.
Yeah, I could tell. After I was like, all you motherfuckers didn't miscount. I know you all failed math in high school.
Yeah.
There's no way. And so I said, you're all cheaters. I'm not playing this game no more. None of you get prizes. And so the mom-to-be, Rosario, was like, no. Somebody deserves. Nah, bitch, I'm done. You're not playing me for a fool. And so 2 people, it's Joe, our older brother Joe, and my nephew's girlfriend. They both say that they have 8, whatever. And so I said, all right, both of you come up, rock, paper, scissors. One and done. Who wins?
Our nephew's girlfriend.
And then they do the diaper raffle and more prizes are given out. It doesn't matter. Then finally comes the gender reveal. What are they having? Or how did that whole...
It was stressful.
It was stressful as fuck.
Because we haven't talked about it, but people were getting fucked up.
They were.
People were doing hard shots.
Yeah. I gave out bottles of liquor, and people were being stingy with them. They were not having... You see them pouring
You had to go up to
table.
You had to go up to the table and be like, yo, let me get a shot.
Yeah. Give it $5 for a fucking shot.
So
Anyway.
wrangling everybody was a hard thing.
Yes.
And Jules bullied the mother-to-be into being like, yo, we got to do the gender reveal now.
Yeah, I said, and she was like, oh, I'm waiting for so-and-so. I said, the party started at 5. It's 9 p.m. They didn't get here on time. That ain't my motherfucking problem. Pop the poppers now. And she's like, oh, they're like down the street. I don't give a fuck.
Do it now.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care about who. It was like a sibling. I think it was. And I was like, nah, they didn't get here on time. I'll send them the video. They'll know what it is.
So finally it took people like a good 10 minutes to wrangle everybody.
Yes.
And BJ was like, let's stand right here. I was like, nah, I've watched too many gender reveals where like people get hit with that shit. I was like, we're going to stand off to the side.
Yeah.
So finally they celebrate, and it's going to be a girl, which I did not think it was going to be.
I didn't think so either. I thought it was going to be a boy.
I know.
Whatever.
But, we're all celebrating. We're saying hello. People are doing shots.
Yes.
I was like, cool. Let me go to the bathroom, and then I'll take some pictures with some family.
Yeah.
So we do some pictures, yada, yada, and we're hanging out. And I was like, I don't see Jules anywhere. Where the fuck could Jules be?
Yeah.
I start looking for you.
Yeah.
I asked our older brother, I was like, yo, have you seen Jules? And he was like, I think she was walking to her car. I think she left. I was like, no, not my sis. She would never leave like that.
Yeah.
What happened, bitch?
I Irish goodbye the fuck out of that whole group. I don't got time to say bye to 80 people. Bro, I went to take some shit to my car. I realized my car was parked a block and a half away, and I'm like, I'm not walking a block and a half to go say bye to all these people.
Disrespectful.
I got in my car, turned it on, and put that GPS to go home.
I called you when you were halfway there.
Yeah. You saw my location.
No, I didn't look at it.
Oh, okay. I was already almost home. By the time people realized that I was gone, I was already almost home. I had 10 minutes to be home.
So I said goodbye to everybody because I'm respectful.
I'm not.
It did take a while.
Yeah.
And at this point, I was like, we'll take my mom home.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
So we go to the car. BJ drives because, I've been drinking. And I struggle with being a backseat driver.
Shocker.
At this point, BJ is trying to drive my mom home. And, I know where my mom lives.
Yeah.
So I don't need directions.
Yeah.
BJ's trying to get the directions. She doesn't figure it out.
She misses exits.
We finally figured it out. We're on the highway, and I see the exit coming up. And I was like, I don't want to be a backseat driver.
She'll know.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. The GPS told her.
Past the fucking exit. She was like, oh, did I miss the exit? I was like, yeah, you did.
Yeah. You can't wrap presents in less than an hour. You can't listen to your partner. Oh, my God, BJ, what is happening?
We get off the fucking highway. We're driving to her house, and BJ has her turn signal on.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker. For like 2 minutes. She finally realized it. We're about to turn into my mom's place.
Yeah.
She doesn't use her signal. We drop my mom off, whatever.
Yeah.
I get in the car. I can't hold it no more. I was like, okay, you fucked up, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, first off, you missed a turn.
Yeah.
You left your signal on.
Yeah.
Then you didn't use your signal to fucking turn in here, BJ. What are you doing? She was like, shut the fuck up. You're drunk?
Oh.
Sit the fuck down. And I was like, you know what? I'll be quiet because I need a ride.
Yeah, I spoke my truth. If you're not going to accept my truth, the fact of the story, that's not my fault.
Family.
Anyway. All right, guys. That's enough talking shit about BJ. You got to live with her. Anyway. All right, guys. We appreciate you guys joining the podcast. I don't think we have anything else. Shout out to all you motherfuckers listening. All that shit. We appreciate you joining the podcast. Go fuck yourselves. Goodbye.
Stay blessed.
Motherfucker, can I say goodbye first?
Stay blessed.
Goodbye. Now say it.
Stay blessed.
Yes, you did.
No, I said I can't call you a dog.
No, you can't call me a dog. What the fuck is wrong with you?
DMX was the dog.
Who accepts what kind of fucking female?
DMX.
I'm not DMX. That's the only thing? Homie,
The only thing right now.
Your list of what you don't like about me is longer than the shit that you do like about me. Yeah, when she went up, I was like, oh no. Like, I didn't expect much. I didn't. I was like, she's going to talk about her emo days where she used to cut her wrist. That's just what I thought initially.
God.
I'm being honest.
I felt similar. I felt like she gets away with a lot because she was wearing a very low-cut shirt.
Yes.
And I've seen it before in comedy shows where, like, the women are, they're attractive.
Yeah.